Hello, this is Bill Thomas. Welcome. This is Bill Thomas. Welcome to another episode of the Leadership Power Paradigm series of webinars. Um, we'll be getting started soon, but as we await for others to join us today, I just want to say thank you for joining us, and I think you'll find this episode of the Leadership Power Paradigms to be most interesting. So, without too much further ado, we are now on schedule, and I will open up the slideshow presentation and say to you all, this is Bill Thomas. Welcome to this episode of the Leadership Power Paradigms. In the next 14 minutes, you will learn about the purpose and functions of disciplined applications of your leadership power. You will see how to design and use some helpful applications for your own leadership activities and immediately begin improving your performances and those of your people too. So let's get started. When it comes to timeless ideas or ideals, you have to listen to experts like Jim Rohn. Insights like Jim's are the reasons why I always tell my clients and good people like you that you need to highlight the efficiency and efficacy that are always produced by developing and using disciplined applications of your leadership power. That those applications of your leadership power are the specific functional combinations of your native strengths and talents, your proven or natural abilities, and your available social energies, all of which are designed to help you accurately identify, enthusiastically pursue, and easily achieve your most ambitious strategic, operational, or entrepreneurial goals. And agreed upon one definition for the noun that is the word discipline, and any noun is a person, a place, or a thing. The meaning of the definition that we're using for discipline is a system and agreed upon, a generally accepted or structured series of rules or philosophical or strategic approaches for behavior, methods of practice, etc. Professional advisors, like those who work in the engineering, medical, legal, financial, scientific research, or similar fields, will tell you that they have, use, and embrace a discipline in their endeavors every day. In fact, many of those people know that if they were to somehow break the rules or violate the practices of their profession, that they might, could, or would lose their ability to participate in that profession. Before we use or employ our leadership discipline, it really makes sense for us to first define a form or type of discipline power principle. So then, we could say that these discipline power principles can be understood as a fundamental doctrine for the application of training or some methodical procedure, such as an exercise or activity, or a specific basis of conduct similar to a behavior, or some system of rules or regulated actions which empowers leaders with an ability to be effective, efficient, or efficacious, or engages leaders and others in an effort to produce a desired result, or encourages leaders and others to make a positive impact of some meaningful contribution of value. As our definitions for discipline power principles told us, we need and want to have some basis for our conduct a construct for our methodical procedures for leading, a system or regulatory scheme for practicing leadership, and these four ideas could empower, engage, and encourage our ability, productivity, and facility of producing the desired results from the usage of our leadership power. We mentioned leadership power. However, we need to give a description that tells us why leaders need power. So, here on this slide, you can see some of the reasons why we keep on talking about power. It is because of every leader's need to work on thinking about, talking about, and throwing about these very important and truly imperative products, processes, practices, positions, performances, etc. In a word, leaders have to find as many ways as we can to help communicate, coordinate, and control why we need to achieve, how we have to support, and what we need to create. I'm sure most of us have seen or heard about leaders of organizations who appear to be more artistic or more scientific than other leaders in their approach to or practice of leadership. And for some leaders, they act as if they are answering for their responsibilities directly to Almighty God Himself. These people seem to have a passionate dream or unshakable belief, or that they obey a higher calling than the rest of us. They lead like they are on humanity's most important mission. Believe me, if you take the time and make the effort to study any or all of these very successful leaders, like I have in devoting more than 25,000 plus hours of researching, studying, and teaching leaders around the world, you will discover that they all made serious use of various forms of disciplined applications of their leadership power to achieve their successes. This slide displays what types and categories of leadership challenges can be dealt with, understood, and overcome by which forms of or discipline domains of leadership power. It also emphasizes that power can usually be constructed to take the form of an insight, a strength, or an ability, meaning you could develop and use templates, tools, techniques, or technologies to overcome these challenges. Please give special attention to the change agent evolutionist domain on the table on the slide's right side. This change agent or evolutionist domain from the table on the previous slide is an example of how a disciplined domain of leadership power might deal with its own form of challenges. In this case, leaders might wish to construct a recipe template or blueprint to make it easier to set up experiments, or they might adopt proven techniques or processes for quickly identifying and working on their most urgent priorities. And now leaders can count on finding and using certain types of tracking or scoring tools, or employ mapping or modeling technologies to rapidly test, analyze, or confirm their theories and assumptions. Regardless of your preferred leadership style, role, or practice domain, just handling any of these causes, sources, and inputs would certainly demand the usage of a few types or disciplined applications. For instance, you would want templates for constructing frameworks and maps for generating information, categorization, and evaluation techniques for weighing or analyzing information, tabulating and formulating technologies to transform information into knowledge or wisdom, And you would use software tools to score and track the results of your influences or actions. In this depiction of Akerlof's law of transactional quality, you see how I developed this map, model, and recipe template to suggest using the techniques of evaluation, appraisal, reflection, dissection, writing, and prioritizing so that other leaders like you could create various software, social, or modeling technologies for automating and optimizing a number of the aforementioned techniques and templates. And finally, you would need to employ a few checklist, scorecard, and tracking system tools to help you sharpen the focus, instill stronger commitment, and enrich more meaningful communications throughout your organization. Your creativity can be rejuvenated, restored, renewed, and refreshed through the disciplined application of your leadership power by using this scorecard based tracking focus system tool and the techniques of scoring, evaluating, appraising, examining, dissecting, comparing, and mapping the energy flows, the biological processes, and ecological signatures which are affecting the conditions and entities within your ecosystem or organization, product team, department, or regional HQ, etc., which can lead to removals of impurities and injections of nutritional sustenance. In a word, you can improve the integrity, performance, and strength of your organization using these methods and devices, which can help your employees avoid the drastic and messy reductions in the workforce and painful office and plant closures or those fragile austerity measures. In short, this worksheet and its processes can examine, evaluate, and enhance the people, policies, processes operating throughout the environs of your team, department, or organization. Most discipline applications of your leadership power will involve your need to determine your objectives. See the bottom row. Then you will have to identify and select and use the resources and strategies located in the middle or center row, which will help empower or equip you to achieve your objectives. And finally, you will want to use some indication, metric, or confirmation as evidence driven and validation making processes. See the top level processes, etc. Presentations, contract fulfillment, etc., to assure you of your continual progression towards and attainment of your goals. Why do effective leaders use discipline applications of their leadership power, abilities, strengths, and insights? It's because your employees, colleagues, and stakeholders need the assurance of knowing that you are sane, rational, consistent, stable, and steadfast in keeping your promise of service to them and achieving their own objectives of well being, satisfaction, and success. Your adversaries will be defeated and your challenges will be overcome through your disciplined stance based on whatever morality, ethics, or principles you choose to live or fight by. The successful leader uses the sound foundation of discipline to stand, strive, and win. So you need to answer this question. How strong, reliable, and unwavering is the platform of your discipline? Therefore, here's what you want to remember. It's that your it's that discipline forms and reveals an attitude, an intention, and a set of behaviors. This ends today's lesson. Now, while you're looking at this slide, which is a brief agenda of what you will learn, practice, and master in our legendary leadership power tutorials and coaching monthly performance improvement support program, I'm going to reduce our slideshow for a second so that I can go back to the control panel and provide you with your links to your gifts and bonuses for attending today's live session as well as the replay session. And as I'm doing that, let's see. Okay, I'll put that up. All right. And there we go. If you look in the chat session, you'll see that you'll see the what do you call it? The bonus gifts, links to the bonus gifts come up, and for you, those of you who are on the replay, of course, you should see it too. And as you're copying and pasting that into one of your files, or you can click on that and it'll take you to those documents. They're both PDF documents. Uh, and I've also provided you with a little more convenient way to look over our Legendary Leadership Power Tutorials monthly performance improvement support program that I was mentioning. You can use, again, it's on the right-hand side of your screen, and you can just click on that button and it will bring up a new window or a new tab on your web browser so that you don't actually lose us while we're here. And then that way you can look through and read through the all of the various features and benefits of that Legendary Leadership Power Tutorials and Coaching Program that I mentioned, and that you're looking at just the agenda of what you'll learn, um, practice, and master in this program. For those of you who haven't actually looked at it yet, just very briefly, we include 2 75 to 90-minute group coaching sessions every month, and you also will have 60 total minutes of coaching that is private one-on-one coaching and tutoring follow-up with me each and every month. Sometimes some people choose 30 minutes so that we have 2 coaching sessions, private one-on-one coaching sessions every month. Or some people like to do it all in one session, so they'll get their 60 minutes. Sometimes it's 75 minutes or a little more, depending on what issues we're dealing with and challenges that you're facing. But during those sessions, we'll share one-on-one notes and diagrams, ideas, strategies, exercises, case studies, etc. I also use those private one-on-one coaching sessions to help to really customize the lessons that you might be interested or that you might need to learn as well. So this entire program is more of a customized educational program than most other programs because of that private one-on-one coaching session that we have together every month. Also, the group coaching sessions also help to just make sure that we are kept honest, and sometimes things are revealed during the group coaching sessions that actually inform, maybe your own lessons and lesson plans as well. So we use the coaching as sort of a way to, how shall I say, custom tailor your educational experience. Um, and there's, of course, a lot of other materials that we use as well, video, audio tutorials, ebooks, papers, reports. Um, we also do webinars every month and online classes every month as well. Those are more generic, but we all we need all types of educational things and methods and tools and templates. Like I said, we use disciplined applications of our leadership power to deliver a custom tailored experience for you. So anyway, I'm not seeing any comments and I'm not seeing any questions, but just in case you're on the replay, I'll just remind you that all you need to do is to use the question box on the right-hand side of the screen. And when you do, make sure that you include either your phone number if you're in North America, or use your Skype ID if you live outside of North America. And if you want me to call you and answer the question that way. Otherwise, it comes to me as an email, so I just respond to your email. As far as I'm concerned, it's an email. So um, you can await a response by email as well, since I'll have your email address and at least one of your names. So I will tend to use that and send you my answers to your question. But if you'd like to speak with me, of course, like I said, just include your phone number if you live in North America, or if you live outside of North America, just please include your Skype ID and I'll give you a call that way as well. Okay, so this is Bill Thomas. I want to thank you for joining us today in today's episode of the Leadership Power Paradigms. And I want to say God bless you and Godspeed to you and all the very best success in all of your leadership and career endeavors. This is Bill Thomas saying goodbye.